Hello and welcome to MG Tracy. My channel is about my tips, trips, my holidays and my tunes, my music that you can find on all streaming services under Paul Gates. Today it's a tip. I'm going to be showing you how to clean your Motorbar head on the Dyson. Doesn't really matter which one you have, it's the same technique. So you can see they all get a bit gunked up and a bit nasty. Let's get it looking like new. The older Dyson heads are a bit smaller, but they're the same thing. So you have a beat bar here with a digital motor inside. So we'll need to pop these out so we can get at it. It's not that easy to clean this screen. It's not really necessary, but I think it looks nice. The difference with the later models is you've got this sort of comb effect here, which is to stop hair tangle. And as you can see on the original Dyson, hair getting stuck everywhere was a problem, but it does still happen, and sometimes you get funny noises from your Dyson and then a little bit of a stone or something has got trapped in there, so you need to make sure those combs are kept clear. But how do we get that Motorbar out? It's very easy. You will just need a coin, ta-da, and you'll find on the side it's the same on both of them, but there's a little slot and you just need to turn that and pop this end out. So that's not easy to do with one hand, so let's give that a whirl. So a little anti-clockwise turn and the bar should come out and it will leave the digital motor inside. So you'll find you probably need to clean in there and you'll need to get anything, see that should spin freely, anything out that's under there. And any of that hair. This is what the motor looks like inside. And another area to really watch is just in here, because you'll see that really does fill up right next to the motor with dust and debris. So we need to get that out so the motor can spin freely. So gently just need to pull all this out here. Not the nicest of jobs, but you just need to make sure all the hair is away from this motor and this spring, because it will get in the way. And then we're going to have a look at dealing with this. And how I deal with this discoloration here. How I deal with this discoloration here is I get a nice microfiber cloth and I sort of poke it around and waggle it back and forth, and that will get hopefully a lot of that muck off the inside there. And I'm also just going to pick off the hair and clean that, and I'm going to clean the inside there, because you're going to find dust and debris everywhere. So get everything as clean as you can in this stage. Another thing to watch out is the little bits of the brush comb that have got damage, so just trim those back to where they should be so that it looks normal, and get all the hair and everything else off there. If this is too far gone, this is not too inexpensive a part to replace and buy from Dyson's, but I mean, it's going to get mucky anyway, so as long as there's nothing that's stopping it spinning and working properly, I think you'll be fine. So a little bit of disinfectant spray and a microfiber. You can see that comes up really well. Everything's all trimmed and is back to the correct length, and I've got off all the hairs and everything. Anywhere you can see dust and debris, you just need to get that out, especially if it's near the digital motor. Give it a good clean all around, and then I'm going to poke a microfiber with this around there and try and get some of that off, see if that'll come off the top there. And you can see quite a lot of stuff comes out of there. Keep going until it looks nice. So this is how I get that clean. Bearing in mind you cannot remove this digital motor and you mustn't force it so that it's in the way, but you can poke your microfiber around, and then gradually you can sort of twist this and move it around, move it up and down, and you'll start to clear that plastic part on the top. This is purely cosmetic, really. So once you've got the worst out, you should be able to find that you can then twist the bar and you can sort of push the microfiber around. And if it's damp, it'll be helping to clean that difficult to get to spot there on the top of the clear plastic. So hopefully you can see there's a fairly dramatic improvement. Now these little white scratches, these are where the top has hit pieces of furniture or skirting or whatever. So I use not a metal but a plastic one, and I'm going to wet that and I'm going to go over that and see if we can get some of that paint off on this side of the clear plastic. This will work wherever you've got little paint marks on the grey or the clear. But now, hopefully, you can see we're actually starting to get some, and you can see what's going on. There's a little bit at the end there that was funny to get out, but if you're really persistent, you could probably get that. But quite a dramatic improvement, and this is good news for the motor because it's going to have a lot less gump and resistance and spin much better once we put it all back together. So that is just doing the reverse, putting the beat bar in there, pushing it in, and then locking it with your coin by going clockwise. Let's get the last of that paint off. Put that back on, line it up like that, and then twist the coin. So you just twist that clockwise, it doesn't go very far. I'm just going to go over that with this one now, get some of the paint off the edge there, but starting to look nice and clean again, and certainly it will work and perform much better. So I've got most of the paint off that end on the top and on the end where the motor is. Then on the newer bigger models exactly the same, but just make sure that this comb bit in here is clear, and definitely clear of any bits of stones that get trapped because they make the head very noisy. So in my previous video I've shown you how to change the battery, so I'll put a link to that video if you want to, and obviously we now know how to clean the heads. So tomorrow's video we'll be looking at the different types of filters. That's something that needs to be really done every 4 to 6 weeks, but a lot of people forget, and again that'll really inhibit the performance of your Dyson or Shark if you don't replace or clean those filters. So I'll show you that tomorrow. So I hope you found that useful. The best way to support my channel is to subscribe, that'd be wonderful. This is Paul from London on a rainy, wet day. I'll see you in the next video. Cheerio.